Hello, everyone. Let me put the mic here. Today, we're going to talk about Happy June goal setting and also reflection on May. So, for me, do you guys use digital pad or your journal diary to keep track of your progress and where you're standing at? As part of reflection and also as part of your plan and as part of your tracking purpose. I do have my digital pad and also on my journal. And on the weekly basis, I use my calendar and yeah. And also I take pictures to see the progress and to keep track of where I'm standing at. And the last week of May reflection, I needed to cancel most of my classes. I rarely do that, but unexpected meetings after meetings after meetings and follow up, and also work. So projects. And also I needed to catch up with my intellectual pillar. I use Libby, Toronto Digital Library, and I borrowed several books, but I couldn't read any single book in May. So if I remember it correctly. So I needed to catch up with that intellectual well-being pillar. So yes, I read two books and updating my knowledge. That was good, downtime, and also at the same time catching up with a lot of meetings, follow up, emails, meetings after meetings, and work. So so in terms of fitness, the last week of May was the lowest ever. I only took one yoga class and that was it. I needed to cancel a lot of most of classes. And because of those reasons. And when it comes to intellectual pillar, yes, it was good. When it comes to meditation, my spiritual pillar, I was able to catch up with those pillar as well, which I was not really fully not able to focus on. So that was good. It's like pros and cons, right? The lowest fitness wrap up for May, only one yoga class. That's it. And but in terms of intellectual pillar, well-being, checked. When it comes to spirituality, pillar, checked. When it comes to work, processing and managing my project workflow, checked. So so it was more of fulfilling inside week for me. So that's my last week of May reflection when it comes to fitness. And let me scroll down and review my fitness journey. Yes. In terms of unusual activity, nothing. Nothing. Whenever there's any new instructor alert, new classes, I always go there and support the team and support the brand and support the gym. And try it out because I love trying new flavor, new recipe, new program, instructors, fitness class. And that's pretty much about it. And I, as mentioned earlier, not today, but the last week's episode, I mentioned that I tried well-being studio called Trove in downtown Toronto, and that was good. Rejuvenate, recharge, and really, groove time. And had a chance to have kombucha and also warm tea and nuts, and had the opportunity to really meditate on the cards, like well-being cards. And I shared several cards that stood out to me, right? So that is an unusual thing that I've tried as new thing. And in terms of health and nutrition, I use the brand called Factor, and also Meal, MEEL. My feedback on those prepared meal kit is when it comes to factor, their chicken and broccoli, green vegetable, it's yummy. However, when it comes to their beef, they only provide grounded beef, which I prefer real steak, real beef meat, right? Not, yeah. So in terms of beef choices, I would not recommend it. But in terms of pork, it was yummy. It was good, and it's nutritionist approved and also chef made. So that's how they advertise the brand, right? So yeah, the taste is good. Yeah, but I wouldn't recommend any beef menu. However, meal, MEEL, this made meal kit, it, I've tried it. Dessert, I wouldn't recommend it because review the ingredient of the cheesecake and also peach from pie, and they use like canola oil or like vegetable oil, which is not really ideal. Yeah, olive oil and coconut oil is the best. So although their heating point is low, yeah, so I wouldn't recommend dessert. However, I would recommend beef because I saw the ingredient. It was the AAA AAA steak, and yeah, the steak taste was good, and vegetable was good. And I also tried kimchi, pulled chicken, yeah, meal kit, and that was also good too. However, yes, however, I like the real meat, not grounded, right? So if it's the real meat, then yes, I would enjoy that meal kit. So that's my feedback, and that's my experience with those two brands. And the price is pretty high. Part one kit was after discount, it was around like $14. But if you order more for factors, the price per meal kit goes down. So still, yeah, it's not cheap. It's not cost effective. So, but it's convenient when it comes to, yeah, to the meal kit itself, because all you need to do is just microwave it, right? So yeah, that's my feedback. That's my honest thought on those meal kits. And if you are really definitely running out of time, definitely go to meal because all you need to do is just microwave it, right? And lastly, my comment on the package. It was plastic. So there are different types of plastic. So I didn't really deeply look into the type of plastic of the meal kit. So I'm not quite sure what type of plastic they used, but it's plastic, right? So we don't want to like consume, we don't want to have microplastic particles into our body, right? When we're having food. So that was my only concern. Yeah. And that's my reflection for May. And for June, because the last week of May was like reset period for me, balancing it out and really focused on all pillar of well-being, I would say June back to normal business. What I mean by that is, yeah, every part of strength trainings, um, cardio, some cardio throughout the week, and also yoga, Pilates. I try to take at least one yoga class and also at least one Pilates class as long as my time allows. So yeah, that's my plan. And try to catch up with the sleep pattern again. Try to be early morning person again, back to normal rhythm. So that's my plan. And we'll connect on Thursday, spirituality talk, well-being talk episode. And thank you so much for taking your time to check this episode. And we love it. God bless you. And we'll connect this Thursday. See you. And if you like this episode, click the like button and also follow us on Instagram at FitWell.to.